Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Rafferty Stadium here on the campus of Fairfield University, where we are already underway in this SCC boys soccer matchup between the Guilford Grizzlies and your Fairfield Prep Jesuits. My name is Pierce Grams. I'm joined by Jaden Martins tonight. Now, this game is a do-or-die one for the Jesuits. They are looking to improve their standing in the SCC and better, and more importantly, punch their ticket into the CIAC playoffs in the future. And we are already underway into this one here at Rafferty Stadium. It is a late night game, 7 o'clock. It is dark and it is chilly, but that's not stopping anyone from some good high school soccer here tonight. Guilford already advancing up the left wing. That's cleared away by Connor Day.
The Jesuits under the Thursday night lights here. As you said, very important game for the Jesuits here to prolong their season.
Jesuits doing incredibly well in the past few weeks. They had a dominant 4-0 victory over Career Hill House earlier this week, 4-0 that was. Last week they beat Jonathan Law 2-0, and before that they had a crushing victory over Wilbur Cross 7-1. So the Jesuits are on a win streak, and they can certainly be happy about that. They want to improve that here tonight, also improving their home winning record. They have not lost a game here at Rafferty, and they hope to keep that true here tonight. That's cleared away by Connor Day. Jaden Hilton now in the middle, and that's intercepted by Guilford. Guilford now taking out of the back line. Griffin Milano doing good to put on pressure here. Coutinho now trying to get the ball. He's looking for some passing options. Crossing it in here towards Coutinho. Coutinho looking for goal. It's not enough power on that. That volley was a little bit of a poor effort from him, and it's straight to the keeper's hands. Jesuits already looking decent attacking here tonight.
Jesuits looking some direct play there. No passing side to side, just straight at the goal. So we like to see from the Jesuits, and the Guilford are on the counter. It's Vinny looking for a ball in the middle. Evan claims. No troubles for Evan Ambrosio. End-to-end game here, only 4 minutes in. Joey Center Solo receives. Finds his way out to Jaden. Jaden plays it back. It's back to Jaden. Good play from the Jesuits to build up from the back. Quick passes, quick movements. And Joey Center Solo finds Braden Hennessy. Griffin Milano from the right wing to the left wing today. Connor Day sprinting and able to make the tackle. Guilford throw-in. Long throw.
Cleared away by Santrosola. Jesuits doing a good job to fight there. That tackle was a little late. No foul, though. They narrowly avoided that one. Now Guilford playing it out of their back line. And that's going to be claimed by the goalkeeper, Evan Ambrosio, starting for the Jesuits in goal tonight.
We have a bit of a kit clash here again. The Jesuits wearing gray and Guilford wearing white. I don't know why they wear such conflicting colors on such an important day like this, or night, I should say, for both teams, really.
Yeah, certainly going to provide some difficulty for the officials here this evening, but so far, nothing too noteworthy from either team. We are 5 minutes into this one, though. 35 left in the first half. Now, this is really the first fall game for either team here. Obviously, many of the other games have been in some bright sunlight here at Rafferty, warm days. This is chillier one, so a bit of a change. Might have to adapt for these teams to the temperature here tonight. They will certainly be keeping warm, though. This promises to be a very competitive matchup between the two teams, with some saying it may be their biggest game of the year here.
Coutinho is unable to control, and Guilford find their way all the way back to the goalkeeper.
Something we've seen with Coutinho through a few games now is he certainly has a very powerful shot and a very good aim when he shoots. We've seen him score a few free kicks as well as some absolute rockets from far out. But something we've noticed with the shots that are not having as much success is that they're very weak. You know, not getting a lot of power, which he certainly has. Quite a bit of a powerful foot, but looks like he sometimes takes just a few too many touches on some shots, and the defense will take advantage of that hesitation from Coutinho. So we'll see if he's able to do anything here tonight. Berg now making a run up the right wing. Here's Jaden Hilton now in good position. He is pushed out of bounds. Looks like that's called to be out. Throw in for the Jesuits, although it did appear it may have been a foul. Excuse me. It will actually be a Guilford throw in. The sideline official indicated a Jesuits throw in, but nothing came.
Jesuits seem to be deploying a higher line than usual as well. Some change in personnel might be the reason why. Logan Berg not playing in the usual 6. He's playing at right back today. That is because of Carson Williams' injury, sadly. Achilles sprain.
Yeah, real unfortunate there for Williams. He was playing incredibly well for the Jesuits on the right side, playing as a right back, but really more as just kind of anything on the left side or the right side. Really powerful both as a winger, working offensively, as well as a wonderful left back, shutting down crucial attacks by the other team and keeping the other team scoreless. Good tackle there. That's going to be deflected. Falls to Day. Guilford in pursuit. Attempted tackle there. Nothing comes of it. That's going to be intercepted by Guilford. Now with Logan Berg on the right back position. That'll be deflected off of Jaden Hilton. And Guilford throw in to come. That was a bit of a mistake there by Hilton. Would have gone out otherwise for Jesuits throw. Bit of a high kick there taken by Guilford. And that's just going to go out for a Jesuits throw in. So both teams taking their time so far. Not too much urgency just yet, but certainly we will see that as the evening goes on. Here's Griffin Milano now. Flynn looking for a pass to Coutinho, but that was a very poor effort. Coutinho was unable to get to it. Throw in taken by Guilford. Kicked high. Falling to Callum Wilson using his height there. That header does fall to Guilford. Guilford now looking for an opportunity to attack. On the left wing, crossing it into the box. That's going to be headed away by the Jesuits. Looking for a handball there. Looked like Santersola may have gotten an arm on it. Not called by the officials. And Guilford player goes down there. There's a bit of a light touch by the Jesuits midfielder, but free kick to come for Guilford.
Guilford's going to be looking to swing a ball in the box here. We see number 21 on Guilford. Looks like a giant compared to the Jesuits. Although we'll see how Callum stacks up in that matchup.
Yeah, Callum Wilson has been a powerful player, not only defensively but offensively for the Jesuits. A few weeks ago, he scored a brace in the game against Wilbur Cross, both of which were headers. He really uses his height not only to get some goals in, but also to efficiently and effectively head these crosses away. Now with Connor Day in the middle to Berg. Berg making a run up the right side. Hilton is open. Hilton gets the pass, now moving up the right wing, looking for some options. He looked like he was trying to cross that to Milano there, but it was deflected off of the head of a Guilford midfielder. Milano gets it in the end, though. Crossing it in towards Coutinho. He did not turn his body well there. Was unable to get a good touch on it. Now Guilford hoping to counterattack. Wilson with some amazing speed there, passing it back to Ambrosio. Cleared away towards Hartsburg. Out with Coutinho on the right side. Possession really changing a lot here. It really hasn't stuck with one team too much, although I will say the Jesuits looking a little bit more dominant in terms of possession here. They've been making some really good runs forward. Haven't been able to do much inside the box, but it is a start. Berg now shooting from far range. That's going to be too high for him. Good effort, though.
Just moving the ball side to side very nicely. Smooth movements. The shot from Berg, a little too high, but those are the efforts that you want to take when the Guilford defense gives you that much space. Guilford going to look to boot it long.
Looks like Guilford, attacking-wise, is certainly relying a lot on counterattacks, trying to catch the Jesuits off guard. And they may do so here, but that ball has too much power on it. Makes it to Ambrosio before Guilford can do anything with it, although it certainly had the Jesuits a bit scared there for a moment. Now Jesuits trying to move up. That's going to be a poor pass. Goes over the touchline for a Guilford throw-in.
Looks like a Jesuits throw-in. Looking Berg over it.
Stands here at Rafferty have filled up with quite a few people here. They seem to know, just as we do, that this is a crucial game for the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. And they are here to cheer on their team, hoping for a win here tonight.
Good pressure there from Jaden Hilton. First start in a while. He's going to play in his preferred position on the right wing. He's going to look to cut inside and have a shot.
Now the matchup here this evening is just about as even as it gets. Guilford and Fairfield Prep have the exact same records in the regular season, both 5-3 and 3. Jesuits, as we mentioned, on a win streak. They've played a few games at home, dominant in those, and then played, of course, the away game against Career Hill House. They won that 4-0. So certainly promising matchup between the two. Again, though, not too much of note just here yet, but Guilford might change that in a moment. They're looking for a shot in. That's over, and what a save by Ambrosio. That was a fantastic header. Cross in from Guilford. Great header with a lot of power on that, but Ambrosio did fantastic to shut that one down, keeping the Jesuits with a clean sheet. That's probably the most significant play of the game so far. Ambrosio stepped up there and did his job very well.
Great positioning from Ambrosio there.
Jesuits facing a lot of pressure here. Guilford counterattack again. Open space here, but it's going to be cleared away by Ambrosio. Again, fantastic positioning. He's had some moments here where it's looked like Guilford might just score. That's not a foul, but it looked like one. Looked like a late tackle from Guilford on Griffin Milano. Nothing called though with Coutinho. Patrick Flynn now cutting inside. Coutinho again. Coutinho facing pressure. Not too many options. Tries to get a pass off to Berg, but it's intercepted. That's going to be to Fabian Gomez now on the right side. To Milano. Trying to make his way up the right wing, but facing really great defense from Guilford. Still fighting for it. Milano advances. Milano's crossing it towards Coutinho, and that's a poor header. It's going to go behind for a goal kick. But Jesuits certainly looking good on offense here so far. And, of course, on defense, Ambrosio with that crucial save on what we can only call a perfect cross and a perfect header from Guilford. Griffin Milano now on the right side. Opportunities to cross. Trying to get a cross off. It's going to go behind. That's going to be the Jesuits' first corner of the game.
This has definitely been the most intense game the Jesuits have played so far this season. Whoever wins today, whoever comes out with the win, it's going to be a hard-fought victory for either team. Or a hard-fought draw. It's going to be Jaden Hilton to whip it in.
Cross coming in. It's a good height on it. Towards the head of Colin Hartsburg, but he wasn't able to get to it. Guilford's going to clear it away now. Towards midfield. Hennessy trying to get his head on it. It's unable to. Guilford still has it. And that's a really fantastic interception from the defender and captain Connor Day. That was almost a breakaway run there from Guilford. Could have been deadly, but nothing comes of it. Flynn goes down, but no foul on him. Guilford now moving up the field. Two defenders forward. And intercepted again by Braden Hennessy. Good job from him there. Gomez on the right side now. Milano's open. Trying to stay on sides. Gomez is going to cut in. He's facing pressure. Trying to get to Coutinho. Coutinho's unable to get to it. Guilford has it now. Jesuits still fighting for it.
No team is really able to take control here. Callum boots the ball long.
Looking for Jaden Hilton on that pass. Very physical here. Guilford unhappy with that call, but it's going to be a Jesuits free kick. This is really a physical game so far. They've been fighting a lot on the ball. Lots of shoulder contact.
Referees really letting the players play, and that's what the fans really want to see, if we're being honest. Everybody complains about diving, oh, the game's soft, but when you let the kids play, it makes for an entertaining match.
Yeah, certainly real football is very physical, so why should this not be? Berg with the kick. Looking for heads, that's going to be offsides by the Jesuits. Some poor positioning on that kick there, but it was a good cross in by Berg, so nothing there for the Jesuits. About halfway through the first half, 20 minutes to go now.
I believe it was Callum Wilson who got caught offside there. Just a little too eager to get into the box.
Long ball from Guilford. No one is there, though, and Ambrosio collects. Rolling it out to Day. Day facing some pressure here. He gets it off. Callum Wilson now. Gomez, great speed on the right side. Looking for Milano, but that's going to go out. Guilford with a free throw now. But really a back and forth game. No team looking solid yet. Guilford obviously had that chance earlier in the half. Hartsburg now to Milano. Milano trying to get out of the pressure. Berg struggling. He's going to go down. No foul called. Looking for an attacker there. Guilford facing pressure. Patrick Flynn. And he's going to go down. And this time it goes to Guilford. I think looked like Patrick Flynn went down, but he seemed to have the first foul touch there. So The result is a Guilford free kick, although not in a very threatening position. Milano coming in with a lot of speed. He's unable to get it, though. Milano still pressuring. Coutinho had the ability to get there. He didn't, though. No one in the area to collect that ball. Could have been dangerous for the Jesuits offense. 19:45 left first half. Now playing out of the back, Connor Day. He has options. Hilton with a really good pass there. Hennessy has it now, looking for a quick 1-2, but Hennessy's going to trip. And that's going to be kicked out by Guilford. Jesuits still able to capitalize here. Hennessy to take the throw in. Towards Coutinho, he's facing pressure. Hilton now on the left side. Good footwork there to get by his man. Hartsburg. Jesuits struggling with pressure here. That's going to go out off of Guilford. Another Jesuits throw in to come.
I don't know how much longer the Guilford Grizzlies can take all this pressure from the Jesuits.
Well, certainly you could say the opposite for the Jesuits. I'm wondering how much longer the offense can continue to break through here. Coutinho looking for a shot that's going to be deflected. Jesuits will get a corner kick.
And we have our first sub at the halfway line. Looks like Brian Zogo Jr. is going to be Coach Joe Rodriguez's first sub, first choice off the bench.
Yeah, he came into the last 10 minutes of that game last Friday against Law and looked pretty good, although he didn't have much playing time. That cross was towards Jesuits' heads, but some poor aim. It'll go out for a goal kick. Zogo coming on now. Looks like he's going to be replacing number 13, Patrick Flynn.
I believe the reason Zogo's coming on is because he scored in the last game away, the last 10 minutes. Heard it was a beautiful finish in the bottom left corner at his near post. He's going to get a chance here at the 9 and push Coutinho back into what seems like the 8 position.
Guilford playing it dangerous out of the back here. They're getting it away. Zogo looking for Berg gets it. Milano now looking for passing options. He's going to try to cross it towards Hilton, but it's going to be intercepted by Guilford. Coutinho now pressuring Guilford. A bit of pushing there, nothing called yet. That's cleared away at the last second by Guilford. It falls to Hennessy. Now Hilton. Zogo trying to get his foot on it. Good footwork there from Hartsburg towards Coutinho. Quick one touch to Berg. And Berg trying to get a pass off to Gomez. Gomez really using the speed there, prevents it from going out. Going to keep this attack alive. That's going to be intercepted by Guilford. Jesuits get it back quickly, though. Berg crossing it up towards Zogo. Zogo goes to ground. No contact, though. Guilford really struggling with the pressure here on the far side. And cleared away. Berg there. Quick movements to get by his man. And Guilford with it once more. 2 Jesuits defenders coming towards him. Coutinho, no foul. Nothing called. Really great timed pass there from Coutinho towards Milano. Milano trying to cross it towards Hilton. Hilton's not in the right position. It's still in the box. Zogo looking to pressure, and it's finally cleared away by Guilford. Guilford now trying to counterattack. That's going to be successful, but a fantastic tackle from Callum Wilson to stop that dangerous attack at the very last moment. Guilford still going here. Jesuits defense doing great to stop these attacks. Coutinho, one touch to Hartsburg. Looking for Milano there. It came off the head of Berg, though. It'll fall to Fabian Gomez. Milano now with pressure. And he's tackled well. This cross is going to be close. It's onside. Hartsburg intercepts. Great job from him there. Now Milano on the right side with plenty of space. Zogo in the middle. Zogo has the ball. He was trying to get in there, but that's going to be almost claimed by the goalkeeper. Kicked away at the last moment by Guilford's defense. Hennessy has it now. Looking for some options. He chooses Hilton. Hilton's on the left wing. Hilton's beaten easily. Now Guilford with a chance. Hennessy shuts it down. To Gomez once more. On the right wing, plenty of options in and near the box. Towards Coutinho there. Callum Wilson looking to send it long. He does so towards Zogo. Zogo's unable to get that. Wilson moving in again. Hartsburg has it, clears it away, but it's towards Guilford. Zogo really playing a fantastic high line here, and he's been open a number of times. He's been unable to get the ball, but he's been providing plentiful options for the Jesuits midfielders to make some chances for him in front of goal. Hilton now on the left side. Looking to cross it. He's going to be fouled, and that will be a free kick for the Jesuits.
Colin Hartzig really dictating the tempo of play here very nicely. Wherever the ball goes is wherever he wanted the ball to go in the first place. Everything's moving through him. And it was a nice move by Jaden Hilton to draw the foul there in the corner. Let's see if the Jesuits can make something of it.
Hilton to take a free kick that's just about same distance as a corner kick. Taking a little differently, looking for the head. Callum Wilson there, he almost had it. Jesuits coming back in for another chance. That's some poor passing. Guilford now. Connor Day, it's going to be a one-on-one here. Hennessy's rushing back. Guilford, and that's some great defense by the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. It'll be a corner kick for Guilford, but that was a great handling of a dangerous counterattack. It was a one-on-one between Day and the Guilford attacker, and he shut it down very finely. Clock's going to stop here. Looks like the corner taker for Guilford had to tie his shoe. He's going to take it now. Guilford looking for an opportunity. It's a little bit chaotic in front of the Jesuits. Goal! And it's beyond. And cleared away at the last second by the Jesuits. That was almost a goal for Guilford. Jesuits not doing great there in front of goal. Hilton fighting for it. Hennessy, they're running into each other. That's going to be deflected off of Guilford. It'll be a Jesuits throw-in. 12 minutes left now in the first half, and this game is certainly living up to its expectations. 0-0, but what a competitive game it has been. Only the first half. No goals, but we've had a few close calls. Guilford had their chance just now, and obviously earlier against Evan Ambrosio, who did a fantastic job to shut it down. And Jesuits doing really great in attacking. They just haven't been able to finish in front of goal. We'll see if any of that changes here. Oh, that's towards
Homero, who just came on.
Rivadeneira crossing it towards Zogo. Zogo with the header. He's unable to get it towards goal. Gomez looking from it for far out. And Zogo was trying to get a quick redirection there. He didn't execute it correctly. This is going to be towards Rivadeneira. Hilton now looking to finish, and that's just going to be beyond again. The Jesuits with 4 chances there in front of goal. Zogo really playing great in front of goal. Obviously, he wasn't able to accurately redirect that the cross in from Gomez. But he's really looking for a goal here for his team tonight. It does end in a goal kick for Guilford, though. Now Guilford with their chance. It's shut down, though, by Hartsburg. Throw-in to be taken by Guilford. And headed away by Hennessy. Back to Guilford. Connor Day once more. Coutinho Passing it towards Zogo. Zogo's unable to get the volley there. Although the Jesuits are able to keep something. That was a bit of a late tackle there from Guilford. Nothing called by the officials though. Play continues. Hilton has it on the left side. Doing great to handle the pressure here. Hennessy now with space. He's moving inside the 18. He tries to cross it in. It'll be deflected off of Guilford for a Jesuits corner kick.
Great link-up play there between Jaden Hilton and Braden Hennessy. Moving down that left-hand flank. Braden Hennessy able to win a corner off of it. Jesuits looking to score a goal before the half.
Kick to be taken by Hennessy. Crossed in, it's a good look. Goes up, Guilford trying to deal with it. Jesuits putting the pressure on, nothing called there. Looked like it's going to be a long ball from Guilford. Connor Day doing fantastic to shut that one down. He's going to be fouled, and that play will end with a Jesuits free kick. Connor Day did fantastic there, shutting down that attack. Physical play, but no foul. Just about as perfect as it gets. Hilton now, starting play once more. Guilford gets the tackle, but it's right back to the Jesuits. Towards Zogo. Zogo facing pressure. Coutinho getting through. He's tackled, but he gets it back. Gomez now on the right side. Plenty of space, plenty of options. Gomez trying to cross it in there. It's going to be deflected, and the officials call a foul against the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. Guilford will get the ball now.
We've seen some great display of defense from Callum Wilson and Connor Day so far throughout this first half. They look like a brick wall there, creating a great partnership.
Yeah, certainly those two center backs and, of course, Ambrosio doing fantastic to keep the score to 0 here. Cleared out by Guilford. It'll be Jesuits throw in 8 minutes left in the first half. The Jesuits need a win here today to keep their season, at least in theory, alive. A tie wouldn't do it, and that's where they are so far. Plenty of time still, though. Crossed in, and that'll hit the side netting. Zogo was there, had it been a little more inside for the header. Goal kick to come for Guilford. Goal kick taken short. Zogo looking to apply pressure. Guilford now on the left side, looking for some good passing. They're being a little more accurate now than they have been the whole game, but Day once more shutting it down. Nothing called there. And that'll be a foul on Guilford. A very wild flop there from the Guilford midfielder. He is down, though. Not sure what occurred there. Looked like he possibly tripped on something. He gets back under his own weight, and the clock will be stopped now to give him a moment. Play is restarted here. That'll be kicked out by Guilford. 6.5 now left in the first half. And some substitutions coming on from both teams. Looks to be
Ben Domino coming out for Jaden Hilton.
Gomez crossing it in, no one there. Coutinho looking for a shot off. Not sure what the foul was there. Looked like a Guilford defender got hit in the face by Coutinho's attempted volley. It will be a free kick nonetheless. Zogo close. Good kick by Guilford towards Wilson, though, who uses his height once again. Gomez now trying to clear it away. He didn't do a great job on that one. He's trying to salvage it. He goes down, draws the foul, and Jesuits free kick to come from the goal line.
Amazing IQ there from Fabian. He tried to let the ball run out of play, but he realized he wasn't going to have the strength to do it, so he just drew the foul.
And that kick, unfortunately, going beyond the touchline, giving the ball back to Guilford once more. Guilford midfielder taking a bit too much space up the touchline there. He's moved back by the official. Throw-in comes. Good touch there by Guilford. It's a bit all over the place. Jesuits come out with it though. Ben Domino on the left wing, trying to get it to Zogo. Almost does, forces Guilford to kick it out. It'll be a Jesuits throw-in. Jesuits moving quickly up the line here. Hennessy coming to take the throw-in. Now Coutinho facing two defenders. Wilson now. That was towards Rivadeneira. Gomez on the left side towards Zogo! And it's just beyond his reach. Domino moving in. Guilford facing a lot of pressure, and the Jesuits get it back again. Berg now. 4 minutes left. Gomez. Rivadeneira. Crossing it towards Zogo. Cleared away by Guilford. It'll be a Jesuits throw.
Amazing end to the half here by the Jesuits. They've had so many chances. They just haven't really quite been able to put the ball in the back of the net yet.
Gomez needing to do some short passing here. Coutinho gets it off, but it's towards Zogo. Zogo with a chance in front of goal. He goes to ground. Nothing by the officials. That could have been a possible penalty on Zogo. He didn't get the call he wanted. He went to ground, but nothing came to fruition there for him. But he looked dangerous there. He looked very, very dangerous. Guilford keeping it in there. It looked like it may have gone out, but does not. That'll be a Guilford throw-in.
That chance is going to be a chance that Brian Zogo is going to dwell on, I believe. Should he have taken the shot? Did he make the right decision going for the penalty? We'll never really know, will we? And it's a Guilford throw-in. They try to flick it on to the striker. Too easy for Logan Berg to intercept.
Back with the Guilford defense. Zogo really all over the place on these passes between the defenders for Guilford. He's really trying to get an interception. Guilford taking it long. Hennessy is there to defend, and he does so, still fighting for it. Keeps it in. Meg's an attacker looking for Coutinho. Domino fighting for it now. Guilford forced to pass it to their back line. 2 minutes now. Zogov's there. Coutinho's applying pressure. Domino. Guilford gets away with it. Now with the powerful run up the right wing, that's going to be deflected off of Hartsburg. It'll go out for Guilford throw-in. Throw-in taken. Day, nothing called there. Oh, that is a very late tackle from Day. He got the ball, but he also got the rest of the player as well. And that sets up Guilford in a very dangerous position. About a minute and a half left here. This is an opportunity for them to get ahead before the halftime whistle.
They're going to have a lefty take this one, it seems.
Ambrosio setting up, looks like 5 men in the wall. Looking for as much blocking as possible here. Minute left now. Guilford to take. Guilford taking, it's towards goal, and it hits the crossbar. Rebound from Guilford, and Ambrosio comes out with it. Evan Ambrosio has been the star for the Jesuits this first half. That's now 2 promising near goal scoring moments for Guilford that he has shut down with class And that'll keep the score tied up here. That's going to be headed to Ambrosio. Jesuits, 25 seconds left. They're going to look for one more chance here. Gomez taking it long. Zogo, that's a good pass. Zogo's still fighting for it. It's going to be intercepted. It's going to be cleared away by Guilford. 14 seconds left now. Jesuits scrambling, hoping to get one off before. 10 seconds now.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And cleared away by Guilford, and that will do it for the first half here at Rafferty Stadium. A competitive matchup between the Jesuits and the Grizzlies ends 0-0 at the half. We'll take a break now, and we will return for what promises to be another competitive 40 minutes of action here at Rafferty Stadium. action at Rafferty Stadium here in Fairfield. This competitive matchup between the Fairfield Prep Jesuits and the Guilford Grizzlies ended the first half 0-0, but it was a very, very competitive half indeed. We now have 40 more minutes of fantastic soccer ahead of us here on FT Game Time. Jesuits take the stage.
It's going to be Logan Berg here at the Fairfield F for the kickoff.
And here we go. Jesuits right away, making a move upfield.
It's an efficient kickoff, that one. Give it to Callum, just boot it all the way up.
Callum Wilson now from far out. He was looking for some passing seemingly there. It was a pretty low shot, and it did go wide of the goal. Nothing there for the Jesuits, although a fast start for them in the attack. Guilford now playing it out of the back towards midfield. There was a handball there from the Jesuits. Advantage was played. Guilford didn't do a good job with that. Jesuits get it back. No free kick. That'll be kicked away by the Jesuits.
Guilford throw-in. Logan Berg comes out with it.
Gomez now on the right wing. Moving with speed. Milano now facing some pressure, having to act quickly and decisively. Looking for some passing. Doing a really good job in pressure. He's going to be tackled, and that's going to go out. Looks like the officials called it off of prep, so it'll be a Guilford throw, actually. Nonetheless, Milano did a good job there near the corner flag. That's straight to Gomez. Milano now. Good blocking by Guilford. It'll go behind for a goal kick.
Good start for the Jesuits here. 2 minutes in.
Coutinho immediately is not a great kick. He's looking for a shot. That wasn't a great decision from him. That went straight into the back of a defender. Hartsburg swinging it in, but he wasn't able to get the cross off in time. It goes over the line for another goal kick for Guilford. Now, certainly both teams trying to keep warm here. It is 8 o'clock, and it is a chilly fall evening here in October. So both teams doing their thing to keep warm. They still have to play another 37 minutes of soccer here. Zogo goes down inside the box. Nothing from the officials.
Way too nonchalant there from the Grizzlies. Have to be way more attentive there.
Cleared far by the Grizzlies. It'll go beyond the touchline. Jesuits throw in to come. Zogo. Hartsburg. That's going to be deflected off of a Guilford midfielder, but Berg comes out with it. Now, Fabian Gomez with ample space to make some decisions here. He's going to swing it in towards Zogo. That's going to be intercepted by Guilford. Hartsburg has it, though. Hartsburg. Coutinho with a shot! And a fantastic save from the Guilford goalkeeper, but that was a fantastic shot, no doubt, from Coutinho. That's really his first major effort of the night, and it almost put the Jesuits ahead if it weren't for that save by the goalkeeper.
Amazing footwork from Colin Hartsburg. My man of the match so far.
Corner now. That was towards Zogo. And a really good tackle from Patrick Flynn. Coutinho now has it on the right side. Having to fight for it, he's dispossessed. He's using his speed though, gets it back. And Guilford tackles. They now have their chance to counter. Jesuits defense moving back. Guilford crossing it towards goal, but that wasn't to anybody. Ambrosio has it. Gomez now. He was looking for Berg there, but stopped him in his tracks. It was a little too far inside. Tackle there. Guilford fighting for it. They have a little more punch to them now. Play continues and intercepted by the Jesuits. Connor Day with great speed to Milano. That was a little bit off. It almost had him. That'll go out. Not a great touch there from number 64 for the Grizzlies.
Crowd is getting rowdy. Game is getting chippy. It's a beautiful night here at Rafferty.
As we said, chilly, but not stopping anybody. We certainly love fall sports here. And Hartsburg, good job defending, but unfortunately he's going to kick that out over the touchline. Berg moving in, and that is a foul. He shouldn't have used his hands there. He got all body, no ball. And Guilford now with a free kick. Too far out to really cause any trouble directly, but opportunity to get a header inside the box. Ambrosio preparing for what may have to be another save. He already made two fantastic ones in the first half, keeping the score even. Kick coming from Guilford. It's still in the air, and it's finally cleared away by Berg. Towards Zogo. Zogo has the chance to run. He's going to have a chance. He's running. Guilford scrambling back. He's going to be fouled, and this may be a card. That's going to be a yellow card. I'm surprised that isn't a red card for the Guilford defender. He got lucky there. That was denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity if I've ever seen it. The Jesuits are going to want to see the red come out of the pocket of the official. He's at least on a yellow. That should be a red by the laws of the game. Zogo had more than enough opportunity there. Breakaway. That should have been a red card. Guilford got incredibly lucky there. Certainly caused some, definitely much controversy in the crowd. So after that,
Guilford lucky to come out of that one with still 11 men on the field. Let's just say that. And it's going to be Coutinho standing over the free kick.
Four men in the wall for Guilford. Coutinho going to try to put the Jesuits ahead here. Taking the kick. It's over. It's towards goal, and it's stopped at the near post by the Guilford goalkeeper. The scoreline still 0-0 there. Zogo not happy with that call at all.
Brian Zogo, though, he certainly made a difference since coming on.
Guilford doing a good job to defend here. That's going to go beyond the touchline. Guilford now. Day was moving with some speed there. And that'll go beyond the touchline. Jesuits throw to come. Now, they didn't get much out of that free kick, but it's certainly gotten them to wake up a little bit. And here's Zogo now with some space. You can definitely see Guilford trying to put a lot of defenders on Zogo. He's looked very threatening for the Jesuits here tonight. That is a interesting call there. Callum Wilson got all ball on that tackle, but it will be a free kick.
Great acting from number 4 there on the Grizzlies. Callum Wilson with a beautiful tackle. Somehow called a foul.
Free kick taken, that's very short. And that'll be a corner.
Seems like they've practiced that one before. Grizzlies doing a good job there to win a corner.
Grizzlies now with a chance in front of goal to make a difference.
Interesting tactic here from the Grizzlies.
Corner coming. In towards goal. Not able to get a great contact on that. Swings it in once more, looking for the volley. And Day doing a good job to defend there. He gets out with it. And that looked like a dive from the Grizzlies, but the official saw it and did not call it. No foul. Actually, I stand corrected. It is a foul.
Somehow. First half, we said that the ref were letting them play. Seems that they have completely switched up here in the second half. Favoring green rather than red.
Free kick taken. That's going to be far. Good hand there from Ambrosio. It was a little close. Gomez doing a good job there. Through ball to Zogo. Zogo has the opportunity to come towards goal. His shin guard actually came out there. He's going to have to go back and get that. Berg now fighting for it aggressively. Ooh, and an interesting play there. Zogo got it. It's almost like a screenplay there. And Grizzlies have it. They have a chance to counter. Day's going to have to be careful here. Shot taken, and the Grizzlies are ahead. 10 minutes into the second half, and the Jesuits with work to do. That is disaster for the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. They can't afford a loss here tonight, but the Grizzlies have one on the board, and the Jesuits have none.
The Jesuits gonna have to hunt down these Bears now if they really want a chance in this game. They're gonna have to go after it, make plays. Let's see who's gonna be the one to make the difference for the Jesuits, if there is a difference to be made.
You saw the jubilance from the Grizzlies sideline there. They're in a similar position of the Jesuits. We said they have the exact same record on the season. This is possibly the biggest rivalry here. Now, here's Hennessy. That'll be a corner. Jesuits now right back at it. They're going to try to get ahead. Hopefully, we will see if the Jesuits can fight back. They still have plenty of time. 30 minutes, 1 goal, not too much. They can definitely do it, but we have to see if they're going to be able to. Corner kick now. Jesuits. And that was
nearly tucked into the corner there by Callum. So close. Last year in this same exact fixture, we saw a similar situation with a similar amount of time. Jesuits down, but they were able to pull off the comeback after a Logan Berg half volley to win the game outside the box. Those are the games that you remember for a lifetime. Now, will history be repeated?
One can only hope that we'll see a miracle here tonight, but for now, the Jesuits behind. Cheers from the stands, hoping to support this team to a comeback now. Berg now, looking for a through ball. A little too much power on that. It's going to be cleared away by Guilford. Jesuits free throw in to come. Throw in taken. It's cleared away by Guilford, who has a chance. Guilford now on the breakaway. It's shut down by Connor Day. Gomez on the right side towards, looking for Milano. Milano now has it. And that's out off of the Grizzlies. It'll be a Jesuits throw-in. They're making good progress up the field. Gomez to take. Coutinho. Quick 1-2 back to Gomez, looking for a cross in. He's going to make a run up the line. Milano has it now. Coutinho was there, but he didn't make a run for it. Wilson now back with the defense, but they're playing a high line here. Day to Berg.
The Guilford goal was scored by number 57, Juan Pablo Palacios.
You heard there the goal scored by number 57, Palacios, for the Grizzlies. That is a major goal for them, and it gives them momentum that they really needed. The Jesuits looked stronger of the teams for much of this game, but they're behind, so it doesn't really matter now. Cross to be taken, and it's too short, cleared away. Hartsburg making a run for it. He gets it. He has some options. Hennessy now on the left side. Crossing it in, that's going to be deflected off Guilford. Really great pass back there. Crossing it in towards Zogo. Zogo! That header was near, taken from far out, but it's too wide, too far for an impact. Zogo looked threatening there. He really wasn't able to do a great job on that header, but the idea was there. If he can do it again, he might be able to get one back for the Jesuits. Gomez now. Berg. Wilson. Playing out of the back. Now here's Hennessy. Calls for more intensity from the stands. Hartsburg. Hennessy again. Looking for some options to cross. He's going to make a run. That'll go out. Wilson looking a bit annoyed. He was very wide open for some passing. And, oh, that's a very poor hit. Nothing called by the official. Really interesting decision there. I mean, Hartsburg was just, that almost looked like a football tackle. Like American football tackle there. That was, I'm surprised he's gotten back up again. Coach Rodriguez really not happy about that one. His coaching staff wants a call there, but they won't get it. Obviously, the midfielder did get the ball, but not without much power on the tackle. Guilford has it now. Able to resist the Jesuits. Guilford now with a chance. Milano. Guilford has it. And Berg clearing it away, but not to anybody. Guilford has it once again. That's going to be cleared away by Gomez. Milano now. Milano got clipped there on the back of the heel. Referee caught it. It'll be a free kick for the Jesuits at the halfway line. They'll be able to continue their run up the field. Milano now. Hartsburg. Hartsburg crossing it towards Hennessy. Berg gets it, and that's a wild pass there. Hennessy gets to it, though. He's able to keep it in. Jaden Hilton on the left side. Crossing it in. Nobody there. Kept in by Berg. Berg swinging it towards Zogo, but it's to the hands of the Guilford goalkeeper. The Jesuits are getting close, but they need that last step, the finishing in front of goal, they haven't been doing well tonight. Everything else, the build-up phase, the attack, has been wonderful for them, but they just haven't been able to get that magic in front of goal. They have 23 minutes left to do so if they hope to salvage this game in any way. No foul there. Hilton on the left side. Coutinho fending off pressure. Here's Milano. That could have been a very good goal for him. It was headed towards the side net, but it curved in at the last moment towards the top corner. And Guilford are going to stop play. This is the 4th time they've done it so far. They're going to have to make a substitution. Possible injury here for what appears to be their left back. Athletic training staff brought out here. Jesuits haven't turned down the throttle at all. They're still moving forward with purpose and control, but as we said, finishing in front of goal seems to be an issue for them, and it certainly has been an issue for them in the past. Obviously, they've had some dominant victories over teams like Career and Wilbur Cross, but those teams also seem to struggle in defense in particular. But this Guilford team, their defense has been doing a good job to shut down these finishes in front of goal in the box. It's going to be a dropped ball to Guilford. Zogo applying just about as much pressure as he possibly can. It's going to be played out of the back by Guilford. Zogo doing a good job to apply pressure. He's doing a good job stepping in as striker. Here's Milano moving forward. And that's going to be called a foul. Day doing a great job to draw the foul. Jesuits going to take it quick. Interesting decision there. They were close. They could have made an impact. Coutinho has it now. Needs some passing options. Berg to Gomez. Gomez getting by his man. Looking for a cross inwards. That's going to be deflected off Guilford. Here's Wilson now. Wilson has a power shot. He's going to take it from far out, but it doesn't have enough on it. And it's claimed by the Guilford goalkeeper, who's already going to take his time. Still 22 minutes left. Not really the moment to start delaying the game, but he does so nonetheless. Of course, Guilford wanting to keep this lead as much as possible. A little bicycle kick there from Guilford. Falls to the Jesuits. Hennessy moving in. And that will be beyond the touchline. Jesuits throw coming up. A little bit of confusion, seeming to have some trouble communicating for the Jesuits. Callum Wilson now with space to do some damage. He's going to cross it to Hennessy. Hilton, and it's offside. It's this final stage of attacking which is killing the Jesuits here tonight. They're built up through the halfway line up to what amounts to be the goal line is exquisite, and the control is there, but that final stage hasn't come to fruition for them tonight, and certainly explains why they are now down 1-0. 20 minutes left, so time ticking away fast here for them. They need to salvage this if they want to keep their chances. And they still have quite some competition to face in the coming weeks. It's going to be shot in, and Guilford is ahead! 2-0. The Jesuits may not be able to come back now. And Guilford is celebrating with jubilance. And nothing else needs to be said here.
"20 minutes for the Jesuits to salvage their season here. I think it's going to take a miracle for it to happen.
Well, miracles happen. And we will be with you every step of the way. 20 minutes to go. More competition ahead of us. This game is not done yet for either team. Let's see what it has in store for us.
Hopefully Christmas comes early this year.
Zogo to take the kickoff. Jesuits back underway. They now have much work to do. Hilton looking for a cross. Jesuits not doing a good job of communicating here. They're getting bunched up. Milano going to take his chances from far out. That was almost a goal. Keeper had to stretch for that one. Cheers from the stands. Jesuits fans still have hope here. There's still time, no doubt. Looks like the clock has been stopped again. Not too sure why. Appears that Coutinho has had to come off, and he will be replaced. Guilford also making a substitution here. Drop ball to the goalkeeper.
I believe Homero is the one who came on for Coutinho.
Guilford looking for another one. Another goal here for Guilford without a Jesuit response would likely kill the game for Fairfield Prep. Jesuits trying to fight back. It's going to be cleared away by Guilford. You're going to start seeing now these decisions from both sides are going to start getting a little bit more wild. Not as controlled, not as calculated, really just swinging at anything, hoping to get something. Wilson swinging it towards, and the keeper comes out. He's out of the goal! And the Jesuits get one back! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a ball game.
I think the refs blew his whistle, calling a foul on the goalkeeper.
We're going to take a moment to stop here. That looked like the Jesuits got ahead. Jesuits are protesting. Looks like the officials are going to have a discussion here. Not sure what the call would be there. Neither side appeared offsides. Not sure what that is, but all that for nothing. Jesuits will remain 2 goals down. I'm not sure what the call was there. It looked maybe like it was a foul on Jaden Hilton for something that I can only guess to be interfering with the goalkeeper, but it really looked like the goalkeeper ran into him, not the other way around. Unfortunately here,
Refs making horrible call after horrible call. But Jesuits with a lot of momentum. It's going to be tough playing against 12 men here for them, though. Brian Zogo comes off the field.
he tried to do his part here tonight, but unfortunately he really wasn't able to get much in front of goal. He tried his best and certainly made an impact, but unfortunately it hasn't really done much for the Jesuits. But that's going to be a foul on the Jesuits. It almost looks like the Grizzlies are taunting the official. I'm really not sure. This game is getting a bit controversial here. 18 minutes left for the Jesuits to do something. That goal suggested that, well, not a goal, but that moment that almost was a goal for the Jesuits suggests that they definitely have the ability to do so. They were denied, of course, but really great footwork there from Berg. Hilton now moving up. He's going to be interfered with. Nothing called there. He got a little push in the back. And Guilford now. That's going to be Benamir with the tackle, doing a good job. He's come in now. Milano moving across the field, looking for options. He's going to swing it towards Hennessy. Hennessy doing good to control it. He's going to have to go fight for it. Hennessy still has it. Having to fight two men. He's doing a really good job here. Passing it ahead, going to try to keep it in. He does keep it in. Unfortunately, Guilford steals it. They're going to kick it away, but that's going to be towards Amir. Jesuits, plenty of options here. Swung in, that's going to be too wide, but a good attempt there from Gomez. And substitutions coming on for both teams here. Looks like
Jao Coutinho coming back on for Homero. Short stint there for Rivadeneira.
yeah, Coutinho, great in front of goal, but I'd say he's almost better on a set piece because he's really able to focus in that power shot of his. Unfortunately, in normal play, he's not as successful. Milano really doing as much as he can here. He's facing a lot of pressure, and he's brought to ground. That'll be a call from the official. Jesuits gonna try to take it quickly, scrambling. Coutinho looking for a cross in, 2 men in the wall. Correction, Berg gonna take the cross here. Jesuits looking here. Looking for his 10 yards here. Guilford gonna take as much time as possible off this clock. They're gonna conserve the lead. Berg swinging it in towards, that's gonna be punched away by the goalkeeper. And it'll go behind. Jesuits corner kick to come. The Jesuits are moving with speed. They need to get something, and they need to get it quickly. Hilton to take the cross in. It's taken almost to a Jesuit's head. Guilford doing a good job to defend it. That's going to be cleared away up the field. Day facing an attacker. Amir gets back. Day, good tackle from him. Berg facing pressure. No ball there. That'll be a foul.
Ref,
Whoa.
give him a yellow. Time wasting there. Not what you want to see with the sport.
Yeah, a few instances with the cards here tonight. That earlier one, denying a goal-scoring opportunity. Zogo was in on goal. That should have been a red. It was not. It was a yellow. It came to just an unsuccessful free kick. Jesuits trying to get something. Hennessy's close, but it's claimed by the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper for Guilford has been the star of the show for them. Their defense really hasn't done much to help him, but he's been on every shot for the Jesuits. Guilford. Berg moving with speed. No one on number 4 for the Grizzlies. And that will be a foul on the Jesuits. He's going to just stay down here.
Some chirps there from the crowd. I'm not sure if anybody heard.
Grizzlies free kick to come. Jesuits running out of time here. 15 minutes left. 2 goals down. As each second ticks away, so do their chances of a comeback, unfortunately. Although questions certainly will be asked after tonight of how much the officiating here has influenced the outcome of the game. Some controversial calls at best here tonight. Ben Amir now on the right side with some space. He's going to look for a cross in. He chooses Milano. Milano doing good to control the ball. He's going to be dispossessed. It'll go out for a Jesuits throw-in. Jesuits moving with speed. 13 and a half left in the game. 2 goals down. They need some, and they need something now. Ben Amir gets by his man, swinging it in. No one's there, though. Hennessy's trying to get in. He's going to ground. Nothing called by the officials. Day now. And cleared away by Guilford. It's going to go to the head of Hartsburg. He wasn't able to get his full contact there. Gomez has it. He's going to pass it to Berg. Berg lets it through his legs. Now here's Coutinho, not doing great on the ball. Passes to Berg. Berg moving in with speed. He's going to shoot. It's deflected. Gomez going to take a cross in, not towards anyone. Milano here crossing it towards Hennessy. It's going to go out again. Shot there. Deflected. Hartsburg. Gomez. Hartsburg. Amir. 12 and a half now. Kicked out by Guilford. Benamir in pursuit. Good tackle there. Guilford maintains possession, though. Up the field by Guilford. Jesuits defenders running back. Gonna have to fight for it. Lots of arms in the air. And Guilford goes to ground. That's gonna be a free kick. This is turning out to be possibly the most competitive game of the season, probably for both of these teams. Clock's gonna be stopped here. Just under 12 minutes remaining for the Jesuits to make an impact here, and it's getting less and less likely, unfortunately. Gomez really making some good shots in front of goal. Guilford up to the task, though. They were able to deflect, seemed to be 3 separate shots from the midfielder.
Guilford gonna look to add another one.
The Jesuits can't afford to let a goal in here. If they do, there will be no coming back. Swung in by Guilford. No one's there. He's going to take the rebound. Milano doing a good job to deflect that. Another shot here. It's deflected by the Jesuits again. Amir's going to get on the end of this one now with the chance to attack. Long ball taken up, but not to anyone specifically. Coutinho gets on it. Coutinho's going to make a run. He has lots of pressure, though. He gets by his man. Still running, still moving into the 18. He's going to swing it in towards the keeper. Not a great attempt there. And Berg would have been there if that had been a rebound, but the goalkeeper kept his hands on it. So good run of play by the Jesuits, but once more coming to nothing. The clock is going to stop for what feels like the 20th time in the game now.
The captain's really pushing the Jesuits here to make that extra push that they really need to make a difference in this game.
Gomez with the header. Flynn has come in now. Handball there. Jesuits will get their call. They're going to move quickly, though. Berg taking it quickly. Milano scrambling. He's going to swing it in, and it's too far over. Looked like that had some good curl on it, though. Jesuits feel like they're getting infinitely closer to a goal here, but still nothing. Still no goals here. Guilford up 2. 10.5 left. Jesuits running out of time. Their season isn't over if they lose here tonight, but it makes it very, very difficult for them. They still have to face some harrowing competition, the most notable being their rivals Notre Dame West Haven. They lost to them 3-0. They play them once more at home next week. Guilford now, they're looking for one more. Gomez, he gets by his man. Nothing called. He went to ground there, but no contact. Berg comes out with it. It's going to be intercepted by Guilford. Not a great pass from Berg. It falls to Hartsburg. Hilton is open on the left wing, moving through the midfield with pace. Looking for Hilton. It's going to be deflected off Guilford. Looks like it went out of bounds. Actually, excuse me, that will be a Jesuits free kick. Not sure what the foul was. Under 10 now. Jesuits going to have to do something quickly. Swinging it in. That has good height on it. It's towards Hilton, but it's right to the hands of the keeper again. This goalkeeper has been fantastic for Guilford tonight. He's kept a clean sheet, and as each second ticks down, it looks more and more likely that he will maintain that.
Just win the ball up high, looking for a goal.
Amir swinging it in, looking for options. Hilton now. Hilton has the opportunity here. He's going to move towards the outside. And that was a very poor touch by Hartsburg there, and that goes out for a goal kick. Really an unfortunate evening all around for the Jesuits. They've had some really great chances, some really good moves in on goal, but all in all, they haven't been able to get anything as of yet. Still time, of course, but very few teams are able to make a comeback of 2 goals within 8 minutes. Not out of the realm of possibility, but unlikely to be sure.
Jesuits on the attack. It's Coutinho charging with the ball.
Coutinho.
It's like a truck running
And
through all
that's
of them.
going to go out. Deflection off of Guilford.
It's going to be another corner taken quickly for the Jesuits. Outswinger, the left foot of Jaden Hilton.
Jaden Hilton hoping to get one back. It's taken close. That's not going to go in. Goal kick to come. That was a poor effort from Jaden Hilton. Really the last thing the Jesuits needed in that situation. They need to get in front of goal, and they need to do it fast. 7.5 left. Nothing yet for Fairfield Prep. Zogo back in. Intercepted. Zogo now. Good pass. Coutinho. Coutinho looking to shoot it, and that's really not what the Jesuits needed in front of net. He had good footwork there. A great pass from Zogo. Got by his man, but that finish was nowhere near the net.
That final strike of the ball just has not been there tonight for the Jesuits. Meanwhile, the Guilford Grizzlies, well, they had chances, certainly not as many as the Jesuits. They've been able to put them in the net, unlike the Jesuits.
Yeah, this is certainly one of those games where you see a complete mismatch. Guilford, this is going to be bad. This is going to be very bad for the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. Guilford ahead, 3-0. And that is that for the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. This game is just about as far gone as it gets. Heartbreak for the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. Triumph for Guilford. And the Jesuits now going to need a miracle to save their season. Fans getting rowdy in the stands. Understandably. Jesuits, just about any effort here is going to be a futile one.
Goal kick, Guilford.
That's going to be 3 for him. What a night. What a night. A hat trick goal, a clean sheet for the goalkeeper. And the Jesuits have to ask questions of themselves. It's going to be a foul on the Grizzlies. Jesuits still hoping to get something. It'll likely be a consolation at best, but still 5 minutes to at least get one back. So show some sign of life. That's going to be a header from Hennessy, and a bit of a collision there. Fight ensuing. No card. Referee's going to have to tone it down.
It looked like Colin was just following the ball there. I don't see the reason why Guilford defenders would have to get angry at him. I think Guilford trying to make a fight when there is really nothing to fight about.
Well, certainly this has been quite the matchup between these two teams. I think this is the most competitive match we've seen in a long time. Obviously, the scoreline doesn't really well represent just how competitive it was between these two teams. Guilford got ahead, but they didn't have too many chances. Jesuits had many chances in front of goal, but just weren't able to capitalize on any of them. That's going to be deflected. People calling for Berg's going to throw it in. Zogo is there. Coutinho dispossessed. That's going to be cleared away by Guilford. And another chance. Another chance here. Guilford moving quickly. Jesuits shutting it down. That's going to be cleared away. Throw in to come. 4 minutes left.
Guilford in no urge to take the throw in. There is no white shirts around the ball.
Well, you certainly have to give it to Guilford tonight. They have done just about as good of a job as you can do in a game like this. A must-win, basically for both teams. Throw in taken, Guilford now. Guilford swinging it in. That's going to be beyond the post. Jesuits going to move quickly. They still have some hope, but at this point, 3 minutes left. It's not realistic to say that they'll get 3 goals. Certainly not 2, and probably not even 1. Guilford player goes to ground. Play continues. Zogo. Wilson. Wilson towards, and that's right to the goalkeeper. Now 3 minutes left.
Guilford bodies flying.
Connor Day getting back to stop that. That was almost another opportunity. But I think you can certainly say these goals that the Grizzlies have gotten have really just been attributed to, aside from a fantastic performance by the striker, that the Jesuits just really were not doing a good job of handling these counters. Every single one of those goals was scored in a chaotic situation where you saw the Jesuits defense rushing back to defend. Ambrosio comes out to collect. Clock is going to be stopped here.
Tough pill here for Fairfield Prep to swallow.
And unfortunately for them, that puts them in a very, very, very difficult situation heading into the final week of their regular season. They have a few more games left, and those games are going to prove difficult for them. I think just about anything other than a clean sweep of wins for them for the remaining games of their season will put them out of playoff contention, at least in the CIAC and possibly even in the SEC.
Jesuits looking for at least one here in the end of the game.
Jesuits with 3 more games on the season, and they're not easy opponents. Their next one is this coming Monday, 13th of October. They play division rivals Notre Dame of West Haven. They lost to them 3-0 away. They'll hope to get a win there. Following that, next Wednesday, they will play West Haven away. They tied that game here at home. It was a very competitive game. And finally, to end their regular season, they will play Hamden, who they tied at home next Saturday. So the Jesuits, just about anything other than 3 straight wins.
Ben Amir kills them there. Not sure if that was out of anger or frustration.
Well, I think the Jesuits are just getting careless now. They're angry. They're frustrated. They don't want to be down 3 goals, of course. But here they are, 48 seconds left, and they're just going to be reckless. But that's unfortunately not what you can get. That's not what you should be doing in this situation. They're just going to have to get up and move on to the next one. Hopefully salvaging their season, but it doesn't look good for them. Kick taken towards Ambrosio. It's going to go over. And the clock is going to run here. 40 seconds left.
Jesuits going to keep looking to go forward despite the score in the time.
Unfortunately for them, it really isn't going to matter at this point. Long ball taken. Day's going to head it. And that is going to do it
10,
for the game.
9, 8, 7,
The Guilford Grizzlies,
4,
with a fantastic performance against the SCC rivals Fairfield Prep Jesuits. They're going to improve to 6-3-3 on the season, and the Jesuits going to go down to 5-3-4. A very tough night for the Fairfield Prep Jesuits. This game was a must win, not a draw, not a loss. And they didn't just lose, they lost by 3 to a hat trick player of the game performance from the Grizzlies. And the Jesuits need to ask themselves a number of questions here now. What comes next in the next week here? Can they do anything to salvage the season? It looks very unlikely for them. As for us here at Rafferty Stadium, the final score is going to be Fairfield Prep 0, Guilford Grizzlies 3. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night as the Fairfield Prep Jesuits are away at West Haven varsity football in a rematch of the state semifinals, only on FP Game Time. But as for us here, my name is Pierce Grams. My commentary partner tonight was Jaden Martins. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night, everybody.